Yes, absolutely. Just before you said that, my kids are literally yelling at me, Mom, oh my gosh, it's so funny. Hello, my name is Wonderful Morrison, and I am a business coach and a leadership coach, and I serve high performance women who are really looking to up level their business in a very big visible way online and to grow their business from mid to large. Oh, sorry, you guys, I had to catch my breath because I had to run and grab something for my kids. That's why they were yelling for me. Okay, so that's me in a nutshell. Your turn.
Oh, for me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I live on Whidbey Island where Karen is now residing. So we met on the beach and I've been here for 6 years and I've been a cabbie stylist for 17 years. So my mission at 65, I finally realized, is to empower women and the underserved. And the vehicle I drive just happens to be clothing, but it's not about the clothing. It's about being who you really are, this whole authentic self. And I had been commuting to the mainland for the last 6 years I've lived here because that's where my base of clientele was. And now because of COVID, I got to stay home for a whole year, which I've never done. And so now I'm re-evaluating everything I do. And life is full of changes. I just found out my daughter is pregnant. Karen doesn't know this, with triplets.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
For 4 years, I went back to
Congratulations.
a 5-hour round trip to take care of my kids. And now I thought I was free. And that all changed about a month ago. So this is no fertility, nothing, just life. And it's an adventure. And so the reason I'm so looking at social media now is I need to grow my business without my physical presence because I'm going to be holding babies for a while.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. So that is great. And so we, today, that is our topic, is how can we make this simpler?
Right.
How can we manage a social media monster and still have a life? So if we can narrow that down and still have a presence and show up, and today I'm calling it show up and shine, and because we have to be present. If we're going to be growing our digital business, we need to show up and be there. So, and Lori, I don't know if you know Wonderful Morrison. So why don't you just let Lori let Wonderful know what you do and who you are.
Sure. My name is Lori Segal Whaley. I am a third generation Japanese American and a descendant of the samurai warrior. And what I love to do is teach people, because I teach men and women, about the code of Bushido, the honor code that the samurai live by, which includes courage, integrity, benevolence, respect, honesty, honor, and loyalty, so that people can live lives of just authentic lives and wonderful lives. And these types of virtues don't go out of style. And they weren't just for the samurai, they're for everybody.
Yes, and those virtues are much needed right now.
Oh, yay!
I love it.
You can frame it. Just a minute.
You know, if we all lived by those virtues, we wouldn't have some of the conflict that we've had recently, possibly.
I just framed it. And it's for everybody. I'm not perfect, and I hope I don't portray myself as being perfect, but this is what helped me through traumatic brain injury. I was reading at a 7th grade level, and I've been through over 1,000 appointments to get better.
Yeah, you've been through a lot. You have quite the story. And
I do.
Yes, and Lori also tells her story. She's been on done two TEDx talks.
Yes.
And just really amazing, Lori. You have just really gone through a lot, and it's really something to tell. So I'm so glad to have you here. And so let's just go ahead and get started. And so today we are talking about, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let me get to the right place here.
Are you recording these for us?
I am. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Yes. Let's make sure we are on record. think there's a record button going here. So today we're going to be talking, I have a social media checklist. I like things to be as simple as possible. So if I have little checklists and my time organized, then life just seems to go a little bit better. And I'm actually going to start a little bit backwards here. One of the things that I want to talk about is how to look at the month. If you are looking at social media, how can you look at it and go, oh, because sometimes you get so frustrated. It's like, oh my gosh, I have to be on social media every day. I got to engage. I got to do all these things. And it's like, okay, is that building my business, or is it just, it's a marketing piece? But how do we make that? How do we fit that into our schedule? So one of the things that we have implemented at Fave Lifestyles is, because we do, I mean, that's what we are about, is social media. And of course, we have a team that does a lot of these different things. But we took some time this week and we have a whole new social media presence that we're launching. And we batched it. So we took 1 hour, and this, if you have paper now, this is what we're going to work on. I just want you to take a couple minutes, and we're going to start with, you have 4 weeks in a month. What is your, what could 4 subject matters or themes be for you? And what we do is we took 1 hour and did this process. And so this would be like the first process in just getting all those ideas of posts and ideas of what, and just let's get it on paper. What could be your 4 themes? We did a theme, we're doing a theme on of our categories: health and wellness, lifestyle, business, spirituality, and creating your best self. So we have 5 weeks that we work with, because we do it around what our business topics are, our business stories are. So then what are the next process? So do you have 4 things written down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So would anybody like to share what their 4 things are?
Mine are authentic, simplify, connections, and self-care.
Excellent. Excellent topics. Lori, do you have a topic you would like to share?
Yes, I don't have it broken down, but what I want to do is, or I intend to do, is take each one of the Code of Bushido and talk about, like, for instance, I like to go in order, courage, and how it applies to life, business.
So Lori, each week you would have one of your Code of Bushidos. So for a month you would do courage, and what are the other ones? Integrity, and then so that would be your theme you would have a theme for each week.
Except I'd run out of them. No, I wouldn't run out of them.
Yeah, so that's actually one of the things too that we mentioned, that is a whole nother subject, is repurposing. Because I wanted to do each one for a month, because it's that encompassing, because it could be life, business, and I could do examples from the past and present. Yeah, so let's just make it real simple. Let's just go with, just for an example, let's just take one virtue, or we're just looking at a 4-week period. So it's kind of this high level. What is your theme going to be? So you could do that. So we'll do courage or whatever. So wonderful. Do you have 4 themes that you would work on, or you would want?
Well, I have 3 now.
Oh, go ahead. You finish up there.
Okay. I have life, business, and examples. I could add examples from the past as well as examples at present.
Okay, great. Yeah. Okay. So just hang on to that, Lori, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. So wonderful.
Okay.
What would your 4 be?
Visibility, leadership, and responsibility.
Excellent. So the next thing that we did is that in that week, so for your first week, what we thought was, okay, how many posts are going to be viral engagement posts, and what are going to be business promoting posts. And so for us, we chose, okay, 3 days a week, because I have a group that needs to be engaged. 3 days a week, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday is going to be our days that we focus on engagement around that theme. Tuesday, Thursday is going to be more where we are teaching or providing, or more of a business aspect. So for example, we have this, one of our weeks is about nutrition and health and wellness. And so we are, one, trying to engage our community. So we ask them, what are your favorite supplements? We did not create a post, a graphic for that. Facebook, what you'll notice now, any type of viral posts, and you will get a sampling, you get a download of 30 days of viral posts, and you can actually use that however you want. But it gives you an idea of what a viral post is. A viral post is something that people easily engage in. It's like, do you like broccoli? Yes or no? I mean, sometimes they are the silliest posts, but what it helps you do is identify who is actually seeing your posts, because those are easy things. Or maybe it's, what is your favorite book? What are you binge watching? And you can tailor those to your business. So there's all different types of different examples of viral posts, and you have to decide what works best in your business. But we'll give you some ideas so you can, again, tailor it to you. So we have 3 days of viral posts. So it was, what day, what's your favorite supplements? Well, the next one is nutrition coaches. What's your best tip you can give on supplements? Where should a woman 50-ish start with her health routine? Deborah, around what was being authentic, how are you feeling, how are you feeling authentic in your clothes? What clothes make you feel your best? Is it casual? I mean, you could do a poll, you can do a question, a quote. Yay. Who's hanging in their leggings? Who's loving their leggings? Huge post around leggings. Who loves their leggings? I couldn't believe how many people responded. It's just a silly thing, says people feel comfortable going yes or no, or yes, I love this, or that type of stuff. So have your theme, have however you want it, 2 days of viral posts, 3 days of other type of posts, but have that framework that gives you something to work with. So you're not thinking, oh, what am I going to post this week, or how is that going to look?
Could I ask you a question, Karen?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you think it's because people like to give their opinions?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so on that too, when people do respond on a viral post, make sure, I love what Nikki Rausch says. I don't know if you've ever heard of her. She's a sales maven. She said it's a year of the question. You don't have a conversation unless you ask a question. Because you're trying to draw those people out, trying to engage with them, trying to, so if they say, my favorite I love leggings, I live in them, what is, response, ask them a question. What color is your favorite leggings? Mm-hmm. I wear black leggings, but I just ventured out and have a pair of leopard ones. It's just little things like that make people feel a little bit special. It's like, oh, we recognize that you are here and that you are responding and engaging in our community, because that's what we want. Because we don't always want to make people feel like they are being sold to or whatever. So we're creating that community, if you will. But here around social media, so you've got a theme. Now you have, okay, 3 days, we're going to have viral posts. 2 days is going to be more about business. So that gives us a framework to work within. Mm-hmm. And so one thing too that you can do, and I did this, we give you a set of viral posts, but you can I did this in 10 minutes, a whole page of things that I could ask our community. It was from things from, what is your superpower? What are you reading? what woman inspires you? What advice would you give your younger self? So depending on what your topics are, you can just sit, I suggest just sit and just take 10 minutes and write questions that you could ask your community or people who would be interested in your product. So, and this is all called batching. So we took 1 hour and decided what our theme was, what our week was going to look like. And then we inserted what those posts were going to be. And so this is what I suggest. So for your viral posts, so if you have 3 days of viral posts, I suggest in Facebook not to do a graphic. You just go into Facebook and you use their color. So I don't know if
You like their backgrounds?
their background, yes,
Okay.
because
That's what you mean.
that gets more attention, and I think Facebook likes it more.
Okay.
Because you will notice that those posts get more engagement than posts that have created graphics.
I don't know what that means, Karen.
Okay, so if you go into Facebook, let me go to my group. So where it says comment, you hit comment. Oh, it's not. Oh, yes. So, and then at the bottom, I don't know, can you see it all? No.
I'm gonna pull you up on my phone.
Okay, yeah. So just if you want to follow along, we're going to use our phones in a second and something else too. So hit where it says to comment, and then down at the bottom, you'll see different colored boxes.
Mhm.
And you can just hit whatever color box you want your background to be. And you can change it.
Is it random? Is that yours random? I mean, do you have any formula, or is it just?
No, I do whatever kind of, I like brights for Fave Lifestyles. They don't have my colors I use or anything even similar. So I just pick whatever, and those backgrounds change from, week to week or whatever. So whatever suits my fancy. I wouldn't worry about
Okay.
having it branded or anything because Facebook controls that.
Okay.
So whatever is appealing to you is going to be best. So that took you just 2 seconds. So yeah, so that's how you can do your viral post easily. You just took 2 minutes because you've already got it out there. So for your other posts, whether it's be educational, you're teaching, if you're presenting a program you're doing, a freebie, a download, those are your graphics that you'll want to create ahead of time.
Mhm.
So I take an hour to batch our topics and plan out the month. And it took us another hour to create those graphics that we need. So if you follow, if you do the example that I did, and if you choose to do it differently, your numbers will be different. But so we have, if we are doing 2 kind of educational or business type posts, we'll call them. So you've got 6 posts. So you need 6 graphics. And what I suggest going into Canva, and if you need help with Canva, we have experts at Fave Lifestyles who know how to teach you how to create Canva templates. So you can go into Canva, create on one page 6 templates with your branding colors or whatever your theme is, however that's going to look for you. And the first time around, it might take more than an hour. It might take you 2 hours. Depending on how much you like to play in Canva. I get absorbed with Canva and fuss around a lot there. But if you're quicker, you can just do something. It doesn't have to be elaborate, just however you need that to look. Create 6 templates that you can use this month and next month and just slightly change them. You can change the wording. And this is what I talked about yesterday is people who see something today on Facebook or any social media may not see it tomorrow. It's different people. 30 people, 60 people see your video today. If you repurpose that and repost it, it's a different 60 people that see it next time.
Is that because of how Facebook does
Yes.
whatever they do?
Yes. Yes. So that's why actually in in April, in our VIP group at Fave Lifestyles, we are going to teach you how to repurpose your content. Amber Peterson is going to do a teaching on that, how to repurpose your content. So you've got, so you'll create your template. So you've spent 1 hour deciding what you're going to write about for the month. Now you spend another hour or two creating your templates. And then you'll insert your information you want in those. So the next way to batch, and this is for, you're going to do this for, this is your content for the whole month. So then the next piece you're going to do is take, the first time around, it's going to take you maybe an hour, 2 hours. But it took us an hour to do this, to schedule everything for the entire month. So what you do, so for those viral posts you're going to do, you're going to go in and create that viral post. And then you do have there should be a button here that says to schedule at a later time. So you already know that that post is going to go out that first Monday. So you schedule that to go out the first Monday. And you can then, for your second post, your second day is going to be your business post that you created, that Canva template that you downloaded. So now you're going to load that up into Facebook and schedule that for your next day. So you're going to spend an hour scheduling for your entire month. So you're going to have your social media done, bam, like that. And that's what we do at Fave Lifestyles with all of our member experts. And that's what we also do with all of our viral posts and now our business postings as well.
Do you also schedule it for like Instagram?
So, so that is a little bit different. You have to use an outside app to schedule on Instagram. You cannot do it this way. And so that's for Facebook, you can do it this way. And we actually do use a program, Planoly. No, I'm sorry, I forget the name of it. I can get that information for you. But we do schedule out Instagram as well. But it's a little bit different. You have to do it differently. So I'm going to mostly just talk about Facebook right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah. So actually tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to take your video content and splash it all throughout your social media. But you now have all of those posts that are ready to go into Instagram, whether you use an outside app or you do it daily into Instagram and to LinkedIn. So you've got the content there. It just needs to be uploaded. And you've got your descriptions and all that type of stuff. So yes. So and that's what, and if you have an article that you do, like a lot our Fave Lifestyles members write an article once a month. And so just know too, like at Fave, we've got this content. You can use your content over on your page. But what if you were to use that over on the Fave page too? You're getting into that bigger audience. So if you have an article, remember you can use different paragraphs of that article as a post. So those can be part of your business postings that you do, say on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Take a paragraph and ask a question, are you struggling with this? And here's what I wrote about it. And here's my graphic.
Do you ever reference people to the full?
Absolutely. Always have on your business postings like that Tuesday, Thursday, or however that looks for you, always have a call to action.
Okay.
Where do you want them to go next? Do you want them to go to your website? Do you want them to go to your free class? Do you want them to go, do you have a downloadable for them? Yeah. You can't really do that on a viral post. That doesn't work because you only have so many characters to work with. But yeah, always lead them to wherever the next place. And actually, if you want to know more about leading them to the next place, Wonderful has a fabulous 7-day class that she does. And she talks a lot about that too, taking them to that next place.
Okay.
Yeah. And so ladies too, in the comments today, make sure you put, if you have a group or a business page, and we're putting that in our thread as well. And and then tomorrow we'll be talking a little bit about what is your best offer, and you can share that with this group too. So monthly, we talked about that. If you can batch it, it's an easy way to go. So that's what I would suggest. Some people like to just do time, however that works for you, but you can consolidate this process so it's not so overwhelming. And use our time wisely. So weekly, so then, okay, so if you've got your whole month post done, that frees you up to go and engage. So are you engaging on other groups? Do you know which groups would be kind of a fit for you? You know, a lot of the ladies here have a group that are the right age, the right target market. So that's why I'd like everyone to share their groups in the comments and in the messenger thread. So we can support each other, just tap into those resources that other people have. Because a lot of times you can post your information, they'll have a post where you can, post all about you and shine there. So engage with other groups, collaborate. We talked a little bit yesterday about collaborating with other experts, whether you're have a show and you're inviting people onto your video show. Of course, Facebook loves video. They love Facebook Lives. I really encourage you to go live, and we're going to talk more about that tomorrow. That has been the basis of what I have done is I went live at least 4 days a week, every week last year. And I've been going live for about 4 years. So that is, people love they recognize you and they see you, they get to know you. I used to have people walk, I'd see people in Woodinville and it's like, they didn't really say what I did or anything, but they said, I see you, I watch you. And so they just come to know, you almost become like a friend because they see you, they see the warmth that you're bringing to the video. And it's very personal because they get to see your personality. So, and we'll talk more about that tomorrow. Commenting on other posts, asking the people questions, and if they respond in a post. Yes, and do you have a freebie or a downloadable? Do you have a free class you're going to be offering? Do you have those kind of pieces in place too? So, and if you need any more in-depth things, I can definitely, like I said yesterday too, I am the connector, I am the messenger. And that is my gift, and what we produce at Fave Lifestyles is that place for women to shine. And so if you need help on some of these deeper pockets of information, like creating your class like this, I can direct you to the person or the member expert or a community member that can help guide you in those areas as well. Instagram's a little different. I have to say, you have to know where your target market is and where you're going to spend your time. We spend our time on Facebook because women 45 plus tend to be a little bit more on Facebook. However, Instagram is great for a lot of things. It's great for fashion, fitness, food. You see a lot of your coaches over there as well. It's a little bit different monkey. We don't spend a lot of time over there. However, we do post a lot. And of course, stories are big. And now, of course, reels are big. And I'm not going to talk about reels at all because that is not my area. I have not learned that yet. We're not tapping into that. But Instagram stories. So your Instagram should be connected to your Facebook. So I want to just take you through a quick little exercise, how to create 3 quick stories that can be put onto Instagram and then go directly over to Facebook if you have it linked. So if you have a website or you have an article, you have a picture or whatever, what I do is, let me just pull it up. I take my iPhone and I do a screenshot. So on my business page, I have, on our Fave Lifestyles, we have a new page called Amplify the Expert, or How to Be an Expert. So one of the pick graphics that we have says Fave Lifestyle Opportunities. I screenshotted that. Bink. Whoops. Oh, whoops, it just went off. Well, you screenshot it. So I just screenshotted that. So now I have a picture. I'm going to find another picture on that same, on the same page or whatever. So I have one that talks about, are you ready to reach your ideal client in 2021? And I screenshotted that on our website. And then I have some of our member experts. I have their photos. Isn't that cute? And so I screenshotted that. So now I have 3 graphics already ready to go. You could take a picture yourself. You do a selfie, or a picture of the clothes. Look at this outfit today. Favorite outfit of the day. And so what I did then is I went over to Instagram and I created 3 stories with that and put whatever hashtag it is your hashtags that you're using. And for us, I got to tag some other people because it involves some other people, our member experts. And so I had I had a kind of a story talking about our, hey, you can come here and amplify your message. Look how you can shine. And these are the people. And so I put that up because it tells a little story. They're called Instagram stories. And so if you have a series of 3, works well. And so then when I hit enter, it went to my Instagram stories and to my Facebook stories. And if you need help linking those, we have people that can help guide you in that as well. And it's not me. We have experts in everything. I know how to connect you. So yes, so we want to maximize our time. And so then those same graphics you can use as a post that you just screenshotted. You now have 3 new graphics that you can use in a post in your Instagram, your regular feed, or your...
You can go to this page.
Yeah, so if you do something, see how many different ways you can use it. So Deborah, if you take a picture and say that you lay out this cute little outfit, look what's new. You can use that in your Instagram stories, a Facebook post, your Facebook stories, and if you're on LinkedIn as well. Okay. Maximize one piece of content. We want to maximize and repurpose. We want you to use the best. We want you to we call it getting the most SEO out of one piece of content. And how does that look? So we don't have to, because you need to be busy also building your business and tending and nourishing your clients. So we can make this social media piece just a little bit easier. And of course, if you don't, if you want to have a bigger audience too, that's what we are doing at Fave Lifestyles.
Karen, what's SEO?
SEO is search engine optimization. So really, the more your stuff is out there, the more it gets seen, and you have to always have new, you have to be recreating. So even if you have a description on something, you can use it next month with a different graphic.
Okay.
So there's lots of ways to maximize that content, if you will.
Thank you.
Yeah, so here's just some daily things that you can do. So if you have your whole program, you've got everything scheduled out, everything's going, but you're just, have an extra minute or whatever. Like we talked about your viral posts, because that's really how you're getting some engagement. Post a poll. If you want to find out more about your community, post some type of poll, see what they like. Do you like cardigans over pullovers? Just what are some things, that you would like to know about your community? So we did one the other day, who owns a business? Who in here owns a business? And so we got over 200 people commenting on that.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. So, I would tell you, there is no formula to a lot of this. You have to just kind of see what works. And so that's why Oh, go ahead, Lori.
Okay, sorry. I'm on the Fave Lifestyle Tips and Community, and on the Self-Promotion Wednesday, I saw that there wasn't much engagement. What do you attribute that versus the one that had over 200?
You know, I will tell you, people like those easy backgrounds of Facebook. And Facebook also, I think, gets that out more.
Oh, okay.
We don't have any control how many people see that
No,
post.
you don't.
You got to play the game. I call it the Facebook game.
So they like their own backgrounds for you just asking a
background.
simple question.
Yeah, they do. And I think
Okay.
it's just easier for people to see it. It catches your eye a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we have a variety, and you know, sometimes too you have to refresh your graphics. So people may hit that graphic may be one that people have seen too often now.
Mm-hmm. Do you think asking a silly question like what's your favorite Japanese food? Would that be a good question?
Yeah, that's a great, yeah.
Because not everybody in the community, my community is, the samurai community is Japanese, but they're
Right.
what we call Japanophiles. They love Japan and everything about Japan.
Yes,
That's cute.
yes. Yeah, absolutely. You know, what's your favorite Japanese restaurant?
Yes. Oh, people put, and in other groups, they've been posting foods because, like, you know,
Right.
it's
People love to talk
fantastic
about
to-
food. Yes, or you can ask what their favorite is, or do you like this over that?
Okay.
Or do you sea urchin, yes or no? I've had sea urchin before.
Okay. Thank you.
You know,
Thank you.
things
Yeah.
like that. Certainly, yes. Or you know, have you ever tried? You know, these
Mixing it up so it doesn't seem
yeah, just all kinds of just silly, sometimes silly questions. It shows that you're there. So I will tell you, my VA Katie does all of our viral posting and stuff. People know Katie now. They don't know her face, but she's posting daily, so they know. Oh, it's Katie posting.
mhm.
Oh, Katie must be a VA. Yeah, yeah. And that's the other thing too. If this is not your jam, it is not something that comes easily to you. It's overwhelming. It's frustrating. There are VAs that put stuff like this together. Katie, who is our VA, you know, she spent 2 hours doing our total month social media for our viral posts and our business posts. We have somebody else who does all of our member stuff, which is a whole nother, because you know that's our business. But for you know what a small business would do, you know, she charges $20 for an hour, so it cost me $40 for my total month social media. Now, if you have to do graphics, that's another, you know, however long that takes. That's another, you know, hour or two, whatever, depending on how intricate that is and what people charge and how they work that. But yeah, I mean, there's different ways to get this done, and you're just like, okay, now I don't have to even think about it.
Mhm.
Can you share Katie's information?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's one of my biggest things is the consistency of being able to put posts up, to have somebody who could, for $20 an hour, Jesus, I could
Yeah.
do a lot more of my time with that.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. If it's something that, because I know social media can be overwhelming, because you got to think about all this stuff and how does it get together? And is it, yes. So yes, she is very good at that. She
Cool.
put it together for me quickly the other day. Let's see, post that things that inspire. You know, there's so much negative in the world right
Oh,
now.
I know.
Share that inner beauty that you can bring to the world, and that positive, those things that are your gift, you know, whether it's your story, your a quote, some words, wise words people have shared with you, things like that. And again, create conversation around your expertise. So, and where are you going to guide those people to? So that is what I have for you today. And so, and just wanted to open it up to any questions or comments or insight that anybody else has.
Karen, can you just clarify? So with Katie, you still create all this content. You do what you were just talking about, and you make the 3 days a week. It's going to be viral in 2 days. And then you just hand her all that and she gets it done.
You can do one of two ways. She can do it all. She creates all the viral posts. I just did this for fun. She actually, and I will actually, tomorrow you're going to get a handout that is 30 days of viral posts. So you could either use some of those, and that actually it's really 60 days because you wouldn't want to viral post every day. And you can tailor those to you. So you could give her just a, hey, here's the list. This is what I do, tailor it to my audience. Or you could, give her a list that you want to have her post up. However that looks for you. And she can certainly do graphics, but that is not she is not a branding expert.
Mhm.
So it's, you'd have to work that out, how you want that to look. If you want her
Right.
to create graphics takes a little time. But you could certainly, again, there are VAs and people who will just do templates for you. I need templates, 6 templates for Facebook. In fact, we did this. I have a set of templates for Instagram. I have a set of templates for Facebook and for Facebook story or Instagram stories. So I had somebody create those up for me in my branding.
Mhm.
And there's different people who do that. And so that person did that. And so now I gave Katie the templates. Katie can just insert the information.
Right. Okay. Great. Thank you.
Mhm. Yeah. And then Katie sat an hour or two, however long it took, scheduled it. So whether now she needs to be an admin, you would need to add her if you want it posted as an admin, or you want it posted as a person, you have to decide that too. And Facebook, again, likes people versus the page person, and it depends if you're a group or a business page too. So there's some different things to consider as you walk through that process.
Got it. I have my bandana on to keep my thoughts from exploding.
Oh, we've got some music. Yeah. So, any other questions or thoughts, or want to, run an idea of a viral post or a business post by us? We're here to support you. So Nina, one of the first things we asked before you came was, if you have 4 weeks, what would be a theme for each week that you could focus on? That's kind of that high level. What are your 4 weeks to focus on? Like mine, I said, one is we have categories in our website. So we just follow that. We're just going to follow that.
That makes it easy.
Mm-hmm.
Easier.
Mm-hmm. So you have different themes as well with your business, I would imagine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's funny. I just am about to put up a post about one of my doggy clients who is a 14 going on 15-year-old blind standard poodle, and they don't normally live this long. So I'm waiting to do the wording because her owner is a vet tech who's going to be a veterinarian, and he's very impressed with how the collagen is affecting his Java. That's her name, Java.
So great viral post for you too is who here has a pet and post a picture.
Yep.
Yeah.
People
and
love
then put the testimonial in that post, or put the testimonial in a fresh post.
Let's see. No, it would be in a
Separate, I think.
I'd have to think about that. You can do both.
Okay.
Both.
And then of course I can go into anti-aging. I can go into stomach gut health, which is going to be the topic of my course when I get it going.
Mm-hmm.
And what would be the fourth one? The fourth one would be non-toxic products in the home, why they are bad and what you can do about changing them.
Yeah, you can do a lot around that. Yeah, you've got lots and lots of things there. So that's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I could actually probably do 7 or 8 because then I have things about supplements. I have a multitude of subjects that I can choose, but I like the idea of getting them down on paper in a list. And I love the idea of having Katie do it for me.
Yes.
Well, because if you're writing a syllabus or prospectus for a course, when do you fit time, or you're writing a story for a blog, you don't have time to do all this other little stuff.
Right.
And I think,
Absolutely. So you can also, as your themes go too, so pick up your day too that you're going to go live.
mhm,
Whether it's going to be the beginning of the week, what I suggest about going live, I think everybody needs to go live because people need to see you. They need to hear you,
mhm.
and they need to get to know your personality. And Deborah, you were talking about being authentic. That's really a lot where that authentic piece comes in too, is where you can share different parts of your personality. You can be part, if it's a business day or you're doing life day or whatever that looks like. So, so if you just even start out going live once a week. So what is your theme that week? There you've already got your content.
And I have a great hack for you guys. Somebody turned me on to it. Let's see if I can get it into I can't see my camera. Do you see it?
It's getting blocked out by your background.
Okay, one second. Let me shut the background off. Background, none. Okay. Okay. So am I in the right camera?
No, you got
The
to
other
go
way.
Other
I
way.
never know what, you know what? Let me put it in the gallery.
There.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. It's actually a deck of cards for Go Live Challenge. And for example, this card it's for authenticity, and it says, it's time to make a confession and share it with your audience. Example, I confessed I've been terrified to sing in front of people since I was a little girl, and I still am. Okay, your turn. So it's a whole deck of cards that give you these topics. It's $20 on Amazon. It's freaking amazing.
Yes, Nina, would you put that in our group? That's a great.
Certainly.
That's really fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I will
there you
definitely.
go. There's some viral post questions right there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm going to be using.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How can we engage with people? Because we don't want to just show up and shine. We want to bring in our people and engage and be that, increase our reputation as the thought leader so that people recognize us as an authority source. And the more that you go live and people see you, the more they're going to recognize you as that.
So Karen, how do you feel about exploiting your family? And the reason I say that is I posted my grandchildren a couple of days ago with the cute little St. Patrick's Day they'd made. Their other grandmother had them use a handprint. They were adorable. I got more comments, not likes, but comments from that than anything else ever.
Well, Deborah, especially with what you do, and a lot of your people that just, people like to know you. And so, if you're, an accountant, maybe that wouldn't work. But with what you do, it's about creating and empowering women, and women have children. We have grandkids and that. So yeah, I think it's just sharing part of your life and who you are. And that's something that is, if family is really important to you, always be, thoughtful and respectful around how you're sharing that, and if that your family's okay with it. But I talk about my boys, and but it fits my branding. Because we talk, because we are like a family. So to share that, and I post, show who here has grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know women love their grandkids. They love their pets. Where do you live? What's it looking like out your window today? That kind of stuff.
But I think pets and babies or children garner a lot of hits. I mean, like every week I try to put up I only have one set of grandchildren that my children allow to be on screen to be posted. My other two children refuse to let me put them up on their birthdays once a year. But my other one posts 8 million pictures all the time, so I feel free. And I get tremendous responses with the baby's picture or the 5-year-old's picture.
Yeah. Always make sure it's okay with the people,
Yeah, right.
But it's part of our life, and if that's part of your authentic piece. So kind of how I do if you're going to go live once a week, however that looks for you, what follow your themes, whether it's there's different themes that you can do. And actually Wonderful does she has 3 different types of lives that she does a week. So go check out what she's doing at Leadership Community, and Mine are a little
I
bit.
put it in the chat, ladies.
Yeah, put it
Sorry,
in there.
Karen.
Yeah, because wonderful. You do a great job about having those themes, and it's very clear and it's very concise. People really know what they're going there for, what they're going to learn or hear. Is it Wonder Woman or no?
No, but
What's the Wednesday
I
one?
think what's really important to identify the themes of what your lives are going to be, because I think just thinking about doing a live is like, oh my gosh, what do I say?
Mhm.
Right? It's easy when you're talking to your friends. So for me, I really know that within my message, my core message is always about bravery for women, right? I am a martial artist by profession, and that's the business I grew for 20 plus years. So warrior women, goddess queens, but I'm also very fashion. I'm always very fashion forward thing. I love girly things, but I also like fighting things. So I created all of my videos around that. And so it's, Warrior Women Wednesday, and it's all about women in leadership. And then Thursday is Biz Boss Thursday, and that's all about women and slaying their business. And then Friday is where I do all kinds of the fun things I like, like makeup and lashes and belts and scarves. So it gives people parts of you that you don't necessarily have to go into detail about, but it shares enough of you where you're relatable, you're likable, people want to know more about you, right? So, and every now and then I sprinkle some like hard stories, right? Oh, this is what happened to me in 1997 and it sucked. So those kind of things, but very, very rarely. So it doesn't have to be too pukey, but it should be like, Karen, I love all of your stuff. I watch all of your lives.
Thanks. Yeah, and ours is a little bit more free flow, but I am starting a series now on Fridays, Women Who Inspire. And so again, to create that, what leads up to that is creating those graphics. Wonderful has lovely, lovely graphics that she can then just put the person's picture into that graphic that's already created. And to have those themes like that, then you just, you already have kind of your schedule, if you will, that, and I highly suggest that you schedule your lives out like a show, because one of the hardest things to do is to be consistent. And that's why at Fave Lifestyles, we schedule everybody's show, because we want you to show up and because we know how powerful that is. If Wonderful has a show every Friday at 10 o'clock or whatever, and people get to know that, they're like, oh, Wonderful's going to be there on Fridays. So then it holds you accountable as well to get that put together, get your graphic put together. Then you have your graphic, you can create an event out of that and promote it, or however that looks for you. But you will have a set schedule then. It's the Deborah show or the Lori show. Yeah. So, yes. Thank you, ladies. Excellent.
Great.
Lori, Deborah, I'm loving your headband situation. I think it's so super cute. When you first said, this is the authentic me. And I was like, yeah, but it's super awesome. Like that whole look right there is just saying, and then you said it the way you said it too. I'm wearing a headband because all my thoughts. What did you say? You didn't want your thoughts exploding?
My thoughts to explode. Yeah.
Yes.
Keeps
I think that's brilliant. I love that.
Well, here you can see it. I have a friend, one of my cabbie teammates, who runs an animal rescue up in Alaska. And so I was digging through my bandana box this morning. I found this one. It's actually my dog's kerchief that they put on when they groom him. And so I turned it inside out so you could read it. But I sent a picture this morning to my teammate and said, K-Pal is the name of her, needs to have bandanas or scarves as an easy advertising thing, So I don't mind looking ridiculous for my friends. And, I think that's, I asked Karen when I came on, this is who I am. And if my friends describe me in one word, it's fun. And since I turned 65 last year, I decided I was going to be fearless. So that's been a huge, being uncomfortable,
Yeah.
being fearless, just going for it, jumping into social media. I said all kinds of negative things about it before. Basically, I wasn't interested. And now I realized it's an essential part of my business. So thank you for acknowledging that. And, you know, we all are trying to lift women up. And I think I had some women come down on Friday and I took a picture. We were all having pie afterwards. And one of them said, "You're just going to take one picture?" And I said, "Well, I'm going to share it with all of you." And she said, "Oh, no, I'm just saying, when my daughter has me take a picture, I have to take 10. And then she looks at it and I have to take 10 more to get the perfect one." And that's when my head exploded. I'm just like, no, we're having pie. This is a cause to celebrate. We're sitting outside. We're together for the first time in a year. No, I'm not going to edit it.
Right.
Because it's not who I am.
So Deborah, for you, that is actually a really great post.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree.
Photo, you mean?
Yeah. Everything you just said, you could break that up into 6 parts and post away. Because it's
really,
yeah, because now I just know you even more and I like you even more. And I don't even know what you do.
a lot of people say they don't know what I do because I don't talk about business, but well, thank you. I will, again, being Deborah, and for all women, this is my message to all women. I want them to be comfortable in their own skin, and who they are is enough. Women are so fearful. It just amazes me. I've been doing this for 17 years. I sell clothes. I don't sell, I mean, I represent a line of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, I never fail to be amazed how much fear women carry.
Oh.
And it starts with how they look, or how they are perceived they look. It's incredible.
Okay, those are great topics. Those are fabulous topics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the name of your show is?
Mm-hmm.
Being Deborah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And those things that you just talked about those fears, about how we're perceived, those are not just topics for your show, but they're topics for posts as well.
Yeah, I agree. Because that's powerful. That's empowering to know that somebody else feels that way. And yeah, I love it.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm going to be looking for that. Being Deborah.
I'm going to do it. You know what? It's, you know, because if we're not willing to put ourselves out there, we can't ask other women to, right? And, you know, women are going to save the world. The Dalai Lama told us that in 2009. We got to get going.
Yes, he did.
At the 2009 Peace Conference, he said, Western women will save the world because of freedom. But, I mean, I have books about this. It's true.
Wait. I have a better one. I'll never forget. I went to a meeting a couple of years ago, and the name of the meeting was "We Will Run the World."
Oh,
because statistics say that women will outlive men by 88%. So in the long term, us baby boomers are going to run. You know, women will run the world. If you look around now, you look at when they were doing all the things during the elections and everything, and they were doing reports. Or even during COVID, I forget which thing, they showed all the women leaders.
Yes, I have that video. Yeah, incredible.
I mean, it was just amazing, the numbers that are coming up now with women who are leading.
Yeah. Oh, it just brings me to tears every time I watch it. It's one of my favorite ones.
I know, it was amazing.
Would you share that with us in our group, in that thread in that messenger group that we have, that video? Do you have the link for it?
I do. Okay, so on Messenger,
whoever.
Yeah, in the Fave Lifestyles and Messenger.
In the link in the messenger group that we have with all of us.
Okay. Yes, I can do that.
It was awesome. It gives you goosebumps.
It does. Oh,
yeah, that'd be great if somebody would share that. Great. Awesome. Well, ladies, thank you for joining. And then tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to maximize 5 steps on how to maximize your Facebook Live across all your social media channels.
This is for you, Deborah. I have short hair, so I have short hair, and I wear these a lot.
Oh, those are cute.
Oh,
know,
I
it's-
love it. Where do you get yours?
Well, I got them a long time ago at the gift show, and it was called Girl Band, and I probably have a dozen of them. And I just keep
Wow.
washing
Oh
it
my
over.
gosh.
And sometimes this is gonna sound awful. I wash them a lot because now sometimes when I forget my mask,
I do the same
Oh,
thing.
smart
Oh,
idea.
that's so smart. That's brilliant.
I know.
Deborah,
I
you're
do
wearing
that
one.
because I hate wearing my mask. You know, I'm a rebel. I don't wear it until I absolutely have to because it's just not fun. It's not fun.
Okay, we get the idea, but I have used my bandanas as a mask.
Yeah. Mhm.
I like your
Oh, that-
DSW. That's one of my favorite stores.
Ladies, you ladies need to show up more on social media. You're fun as fun can be.
Yes, we can talk headbands and you know what, again, a great topic, you know.
And just that whole baby boomers thing too. I really love that because actually when I went to business school, that's the largest buying power group that
We are.
exists today.
We
is the
absolutely
baby
are.
What you mean,
boomers.
yeah.
And but unfortunately no one markets to
I know.
that group.
Wonderful, isn't, I have noticed that, and that's what I tell people about Fave Lifestyles. I said, we are the women who have the money and nobody is marketing to us.
Yeah. And that's why you have to market to each other
Yeah.
because that makes the biggest difference, right? That's the audience that matters, is that this untapped market, this untapped pool of people. And on top of that, like Nina said, women are outliving their husbands. So
Mhm.
there's more women they say, I think it's like there's 5 in that age group of baby boomers. There's 5 women to 1 man. I mean, I'm not saying go date, but I'm just saying like that's
Right.
the statistic.
So
There's a very funny little thing about that is, particularly in Florida, which is where we're moving, the widows outnumber the widowers by astronomical numbers. So it's very popular that when someone's wife passes away, that by the next day there are like 12 women who show up with casseroles.
I think there's a movie about that.
You like
I've seen that.
this one's
Is it?
handmade. This one's handmade in bought it from a woman in Hawaii.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's
Isn't it
gorgeous.
beautiful?
It looks,
Yeah.
it matches your background.
Oh yes, it does. And this actually is a piece of silk kimono.
It's gorgeous.
Isn't it
So I
gorgeous?
think we all just found a new business for all of you.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not making these. But I do. I wear these a lot. I have short hair, and I actually do get earaches. If So I have to wear them a lot.
okay, that's my favorite. I love that one, that striped
I
one.
like it too because this one's actually
It
very
stretches.
large.
Oh,
Right.
yeah,
It can
multi-purpose.
be like almost like totally covering my head, which is,
Oh, I love that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute.
and so just go to Girl Band. I don't know if she's still doing it, but I love
I
her.
wrote it down.
Loved her things.
Okay.
Thank you,
perfect.
ladies. Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
Karen. I will
Bye.
see y'all
You too.
tomorrow.
Thank you,
Bye.
Karen. This was
Bye.
fabulous.
All right, have a good day.
Okay, thank you. Bye, Karen.
Bye.
Bye.
And I contacted Nicole.
Oh yeah, oh great. So
I haven't set it up, but I'm going to do it. And she says she does it an hour at a time. I said, that's probably enough for me.
oh yeah, and it's it is a full hour, but she's Nicole is so I am not techie at all, and she has helped me. In fact, not only has she helped me with my email, she has set up helped me organize files because I'm a big picture person. I don't understand how to organize things. I just don't, that's not my gift. So I couldn't even see what kind of files I should have. And she has a system.
That's what I need. You're a visionary.
And she has a system for your passwords.
Oh, okay.
Easy
That
system.
would be good. Yeah.
Yes. And then what we're working on currently is I have some intricate systems within our business. So she's helped me with those, with our calendar systems, linking everything. And then now we're working on a new program called ClickUp. And so she's just taking me through my business. It's just really wonderful because I could not have done that myself. I didn't even know those things existed.
Yeah.
But email is a good place to start because we get so much.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm getting cluttered.
Oh yeah, yeah. So, and the thing is too, if you don't, so on the email, I have now had her probably go through it with me probably 4 different times because I just have to have it retold to me over and over again. So yeah, so
Okay,
I'm glad
so
that she's
thank
there
you.
for you.
Yes, and her daughter is half Japanese, so they joined my community.
Oh, seriously? Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
her daughter's half Japanese.
Oh, yes. Did you know that my son and his fiance have both, they studied Japanese? They speak Japanese.
No, they can, you can invite them to my community. Do you want me to put the thing in the Facebook or
Yeah, please.
just,
Yeah,
or,
absolutely. Yes,
or
I asked for
message it to you?
put it in the messenger group because I did ask for everybody to put their groups in there so we can follow each other and support
Okay.
each other. So it'll be right there. That's the easiest place for me.
Mhm. Thank you.
Right. Nina, how are
Bye.
you doing? Bye, Lori.
How am I doing?
Bye.
Yeah. How are things
I'm
going?
doing good. Sorry, I was late this morning, but I had some
No worries.
stuff that I had to take care of. You're going to have a recording, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'll catch the beginning. No, I'm doing really well. I'm trying to work on my course and trying to get that together.